North Carolina has surpassed a record for early voting turnout just this past weekend, totaling now nearly 4.5 million people who have already cast their ballot. Officials expect at least 1 million more to be cast tomorrow on Election Day. Elections officials told reporters today they are prepared for whatever tomorrow and the days after the election might bring. WRAL Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie was at that news conference and joins us live from the State Emergency Operations Center. Laura, good afternoon.
Yeah, hi, Jeff. You know, the fact that I'm here at the State Emergency Operations Center instead of at the State Elections Board building lets you know right there what some of those security measures are. Election officials move their operations here for Election Day just as they did in 2020, as it is a much more secure facility. And they're asking voters and campaigners to be civil and respectful to each other tomorrow at the polls. State Elections Director Karen Brinson-Bell said so far, excuse me, they have not experienced more threats or problems at the polls this year than they have during other presidential elections, but they are prepared just in case of problems tomorrow or in the days following Election Day. Bell said after the unrest seen in other states in the wake of the 2020 election, many county election boards here have also added extra security measures like bulletproof glass and panic buttons. She said they've been working with local and state law enforcement to prepare for any similar problems.
Law enforcement cannot be stationed at polling places in North Carolina, but they can be on hand. We've done training with them. They've done training for us to make sure that we know, when they're called in, what are election laws, what are, other laws that they have to consider when they're helping to keep the peace or deal with the disruption.
And Bell said they'll be watching especially for threats to election officials or workers or voter intimidation outside the polling place. She said campaigners can walk up to you and ask you to vote for their candidate. That is a First Amendment right there. But a campaigner cannot question a voter about their eligibility to vote or interfere with their ability to cast a ballot. That is a crime. Now, again, they asked us to remind everyone if this is if you haven't yet mailed your absentee mail-in ballot, please do that. Please don't do that at this point. They said at this point you can take that to your county elections board by hand tomorrow, but it is too late to mail it. So she said stress to those people that they should not try to put that into the mail. Also wanted us to remind all those voters out there that the polls are open tomorrow from 6:30 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.